Assalamualaikum friends, welcome to the Captain's Lobby. Friends, in this video I'm just going to tell you how you can just make adjusted entries. So these are the entries of the previous year. These entries were reported in the previous year. Now after the reporting period, we are just going to make some adjustment over here according to these data given. So how we would go further, I'm going to show you. First of all, we will make an outlay so that it may be categorized. It is a double entry adjustment. So first entry relates to prepaid insurance expired by 4,400. So we made a prepaid so that prepaid has been expired. So how we will write? Rent was prepaid. First of all, rent expense by 4400, and our prepaid rent has been expired, so it would be credited. Okay, so this is the adjustment. Then next adjustment is the allowance provided was estimated 5% of the year end. So for this adjustment, I just want to show a method working. So the methodology would be, first of all, we go to the trial balance. We have to say the account receivable. What is the account receivable book? Account receivable book says that is where it is. Yes, 80,000 rupees were the account receivable, and approximately 5% of it was stored for the allowance. So allowance was 80,000 multiply by 0.2 will equal to 4,000. Okay, so this is the allowance, but we made a wrong entry over here in the allowance account. We had only 400 for allowance, so we made a wrong entry. So we just want to make an adjustment. We subtract the 400 from the 4,000. Okay, 4,000 minus 400, it will result in 3,600. We must have at least this rupees. We must have at least this space so that we can fulfill our allowance for bad debt. So how this entry would be written? Bad debt expense, go further, 3,600 debit, and allowance it will be credited. Okay, if you need any questions to be answered, so you can just pin in the comment box. Depreciation expense for the year 20% of the cost of building. Okay, how to fund depreciation expense? This is a methodology. This is not an entry. I'm not making an entry. I'm just this only for the method. Expense is equal to cost minus salvage. Cost minus salvage. We're gonna have some brackets. Okay, multiply by 20% was this value. So cost was 2.5 lakhs. Multiply by 20%, it will depreciation expense for the year is 50,000. So how will pass this entry? Depreciation expense, depreciation expense will be written as 50,000 for the year, and accumulated depreciation will be written So friends, moving onwards, commission income is unearned to the extent of 4,000. So commission income would be remain unearned. So uncommissioned. This relates to the services. Just we got the payment in advance, in which cash was debited and unearned services were credited. So to remove the unearned services, we have to make the credited unearned services to the debited unearned services in the trial balance. Unearned commission. This will balance the account for unearned in the previous trial balance. In the normal trial balance, unearned commission in unearned services was debited, so was credited. So to remove that credited amount from the book, we just want to balance it. And how will balance? We will just write in the just trial balance in the form of debit in the debit column. So by which amount it was debited? It was debited by 40. Oh yes, 4,000. 4,000. It is an adjusted entries. So 4,000 would be the debited amount. And what should be credited? Guess what? The credited should be commission income, because we are now getting the commission. Previously we didn't gave some service, so now we have performed the services. So the services revenue would be 4,000. Yes. So salaries expense for the amount to 248,000. Salaries expense is always debited. Salaries expense, that is 48,000. Salaries payable, okay. Or is it 40,000 or what? Yes, 48,000. Prepaid and expense, let's go to prepaid. Rent expense, $5,000 prepaid rent. Expense is always debited. What would be credited? Prepaid rent would be debited, because now our prepayment is no more prepaid. It has been used, the time has been passed, and we are going to make new transaction. The old transaction has been expired. So prepaid rent would be credited. Okay. So supplies used during the supplies are also expired. Previously supplies were debited. Now this supplies are going to be credited. Okay. Now in this case, what would be debited? Supplies expense. Supplies has been expired. Supplies expense. Okay. Supplies account 4400. If there is any inconvenience, you can just tell me, so that I can answer to your questions. Supplies expense 2,700. That was the figure. I will just intermix with these figures. So this is our registered trial balance. So thank you friends. If you get some of the video, please subscribe my channel, and please make your feedback in the comments. So the feedback is very important in this field. So if you make the feedback, I will be acknowledged by the demand of my clients, and I will just try to come upon your expectations and upon your caliber and level. So